Drugs. 40% of America is currently on drugs. You know, that's about 121,750,160 individuals. For those people who are on drugs, they have approximately, actually a meager, 243,000 drug dealers. Now, their drug dealers are more respectably known as pharmacists. Pharmacists are the key to a happy tummy. They are the cessation to a bacterial infection and the end to your runny nose. Have you ever popped a pill? Maybe to end the pain after surgery? Or perhaps emotional pain after the loss of a loved one? Well, I'll tell you now, none of this relief would have ever been possible if it weren't for a pharmacist. Pharmacists are not created overnight. In fact, they give a minimum of 2 years to undergraduate work, 4 years to graduate work, followed by 1 year of clinical and rotations before they are deemed a PharmD. Pharmacists, the demand for them is growing. In fact, the U.S. Department of Labor states that pharmacists and their demand will grow faster than average. For all these jobs and a career, U.S. News and World Report states that the field of pharmacy and the title as a pharmacist is actually one of the best careers. Their author, Marty Demko, states that pharmacists are no longer the people behind the counter. Their title is expanding so much that they are now taking on the role as a caregiver. For a plethora of reasons, from great variety within the field to job stability and income stability, the role of the PharmD definitely takes the cake as one of the best careers to have. See, I always wanted to be a doctor. But little did I know that pharmacists are doctors too. But now that I know this, and now that I'm better informed, all of a sudden I want to be a pharmacist too. I've suddenly developed this great desire to join this wonderful field. With the economy in a debatable recession, job security is a must, and pharmacists definitely have that. In fact, the U.S. Department of Labor states that there will be an increase of 22% in the demand of pharmacists from the year 2006 to 2016. And again, I state that this is much faster in growth than many other careers. Additionally, there's a lot of flexibility in this growth. Pharmacists have taken on the roles of clinical pharmacists, research pharmacists, professor pharmacists. I mean, you have the pharmacist who's your professor to take on the new pharmacist, who will then become the research pharmacist who create the new drugs that are passed on to the clinical pharmacist who tests the drugs and dispenses them through clinical trials. Once the FDA approves them, they are now passed on into the medical field, and then they are dispensed by your regular neighborhood pharmacist. So there are many different fields of pharmacy that are available. All these roles of pharmacists create a high demand, and with high demand and a great deal of dedication towards education, it's no wonder that they are very well financially compensated. In fact, the average pharmacist makes well above the median income of the regular U.S. household. In 2006, the average pharmacist made above $94,000. Full-time pharmacists, above $102,000. And part-time pharmacists, above $55,000. That's some pretty good dough. A lot of respectable jobs do also include high pay, and that's understandable. But I don't want anyone to think that that's all I'm after. I also understand the great fulfillment that being a pharmacist can give by positively contributing to the healthcare field and industry. So of all the other jobs that are available, pharmacy is definitely one of the best. And I know that I want to be a part of that field. They have it good. I mean, they are the next step to healthier, better you after your doctor's appointment. They are the health guru of medication, conveniently located at your neighborhood pharmacy. So the next time you visit your pharmacist, I want you to think about it. Think about how many pharmacists it took for you to hold that tiny itty bitty pill in that hand of yours. From pharmacist professors, to clinical researchers, to the actual pharmacist who is handing you that medication out. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Kind of makes you wonder where you would be without a pharmacist.